in daily vibration. Thank each and every one of you. If you're tuning in via YouTube, welcome. If you're tuning in via my podcast, welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time out to tune into the daily vibration. So today we're doing the daily vibration for February 13th, 2020. We're one day away from Valentine's Day for those of you that do celebrate Valentine's Day. And we're vibrating on the number 1 today, okay? If you were tuning in via YouTube, guys, make sure you check out the description box below. You can find all of the monthly specials as well as how you can contact me, okay? Information for my classes will be there also. I apologize, my loves. I think I am coming down with some type of cold, but I will make sure that I clear this up before the week is out. Okay, so let's get into the vibration for today. Now, once again, thank you guys for tuning in today. We're vibrating on the number 1 today. Now, I like to start these daily vibrations by reminding you guys that your intuition is available to you all day, every day. It is really up to you whether or not you're going to interact with your intuition. I personally like to think that your intuition is linked to opportunity. So I like to coin the phrase, intuition equals opportunity. Okay, so if you can tap into your intuition, you can tap into all of the opportunities that are available to you. Your spirit will definitely guide you towards what it is you can be successful at. It can guide you towards what you need for growth. Okay, so if you interact with your spirit and your intuition, it will lead you to the things that you need to feel fulfilled within your life. Okay, the first step is really being honest with yourself. All right. If you don't know how to tap into your intuition, you start by meditating, right? Once you start by meditating, you start by following your gut, that feeling that you can't explain, all right? That's a starting point. That feeling you can't explain, that voice that tells you to do something and you choose not to listen, and then when you don't listen, you say to yourself, dang, I should listen to my first mind, my first thought, That's the voice that you want to get connected with. That's the part of you that you want to tap into. That is the part of you that is here to guide you. Okay, my lovelies? So, vibrating on the number 1 today. And I was in meditation, just jotting down the notes that I wanted to talk about in today's vibration. And 2014 popped up. So I don't know what that resonate towards anyone in particular. But if you are dealing with anything from 2014, just pay attention to the messages today, depending on your zodiac sign and the energetic patterns in the atmosphere, because there could be some things unfolding based on a situation that started in 2014. Okay. So, like I said, vibrated on the number 1, intuition is in the atmosphere today, as well as creation is in the atmosphere today. So, creation does not only have to do with what you can create with your physical hands as an artist is concerned, or, as a songwriter can, put words on the paper. No, we're talking about your own personal thoughts are also creation, or also breeds creation. Okay. So be mindful of that when you're creating, using your creative thought process today. So we do have love in the atmosphere today, and I did write down authority because I kind of feel like and this may not be for a lot of you, but some of you may have to pay attention to authority today. You may have to pay attention to why you have a problem with authority or with this particular authority figure. Okay. Strength is in the atmosphere today, as well as organization. And I also jotted down fame because I kind of feel like there could be some stuff popping off in social media today around some type of celebrity. And I don't know if that's necessarily going to be good or bad today, but you could definitely see some things going on today in the news today with big names. Okay. Or you could also see a push forward of you up and coming artists today that that you haven't seen in a minute. Like, and when I say in a minute, like this person has been kind of in the background, because Valentine's is about to come out. So I feel like this person has been in the background, but now with all of this new energy in the atmosphere, especially with all of this pulling on love that's in the atmosphere, you can see new people rising to the top. You can see a lot of things unfolding as far as celebrities are concerned today. Okay, that's just for those of you that are into that. You know, a little sidebar story time. I worked in the music entertainment industry for a little while, and I absolutely love my job. And that is what I was doing before I actually launched my YouTube channel. I loved it. I got to travel. I got to meet the celebrities. I got to, you know. Now the interesting thing, and Kelly Kells and Danielle can tell you this about me. I don't really know celebrity names. Like, I'll know their faces, you know. My job was more in the management aspect of this. So even when I met celebrity, my thing was just point me to the person that pays the bills, right? However, what I can say, and I think I said this in a past video, working in that particular environment gave me even more of a understanding that nobody, famous, unfamous, you know, poor, rich, it doesn't matter. Nobody is outside this energy. Nobody is, you know, just smoothing on safely by and don't have, you know, waves and ripples. Everybody has things that they go through, okay? So I just want you guys to be mindful of that. Absolutely love that job. Got to travel, got to meet a lot of people, you know, have met people that I'm going to be friends with for the rest of my life that's in the industry, you know. So, yeah, love that. Love that part of my life, which was necessary to get me here. If I did not have that part of my life, I would not have a understanding as to how energy works and how energy travel, because I went back to school to become a professional audio engineer. So I am a producer, guys. So I do know how to, you know, do the music thing. I just don't, I can't do the 8 hours in the studio, you know, like, you know, cutting, chopping up, editing. I did not like that part of school. You know, what I enjoyed was the business management aspect of it. Anyway, I say all of that to say that celebrities and famous people are not immune to the energy that's going on in the atmosphere. Some of them may be a little bit more aware of what's going on than you think. Believe that. Best believe that, okay? Lower vibrational end of the number one today. You do have lack of emotions in the atmosphere today, as well as arrogance is in the atmosphere today. Domineering energies in the atmosphere today, as well as narrow-mindedness. Not to mention passive aggressive behavior is in the atmosphere. So you may want to pay attention to that energy too, especially with all of this slowed down of communication that's already starting to come upon us. Mercury goes into retrograde at the top of the week next week, okay? And those of you that are super sensitive were like me. I started feeling the energy about 2 weeks prior to Mercury even going retrograde. So I knew once my words started fumbling and I felt like I could not properly pronounce things, I felt like, okay, indication to self, that means that I have to slow down, right? And do a little bit more pronunciation. So I have to slow things down. But that also means that communication is also being slowed down, because I feel like I speak fast, you know? So for me to have to slow down is an indication for me that Mercury is also slowing down. And my moon is ruled by Gemini. Now, this is where I kind of feel like I need to pause and let you guys know that I like to practice self-mastery here on this channel. I like to share and teach self-mastery on this channel. You are not to get weighed down by any of these zodiac energetic patterns. You are to master all of them, not just your personal signs, right? You are to master all of them because your personal sign has to go through all 12 houses. And all 12 houses is responsible for a particular energetic pattern, right? And now, even if we want to get deep with this shit, you can say those particular energetic patterns or those 12 energetic patterns are linked to the 12 disciples. All right. They're linked to the 12 tribe of Judah. So we're talking about Peter for faith, you know. So, and do I have my book? I don't have my book. I do have the 12 powers of man. I just, you know, let me just say this to you guys, right? if you were interested in what powers apply to your like your psyche, right, makeup as a human being or as an energetic being, right, you definitely can check out the 12 powers. Okay. I will probably be teaching a class at some point in the future where I connect the 12 powers of man, which is already connected in that book to the disciples and where they're located within the body. But I will be doing more research. I'm doing more research to connect them not just to the disciples in the body, but also the chakra systems, the planets. Okay. And then we can get even deeper with that. So I'm kind of combining all of my material to that one breakdown so I can better understand exactly how all of these powers and these gateways, because there are 12 gateways. So there are 12 gateways, aka 12 zodiac signs, and all 12 zodiac signs are things within yourself as a being, a light being that you need to master, okay, or that you need to take dominion of. So it's not just, this is not for you to get comfortable, oh, I'm a Libra, oh, I'm a Scorpio. No, you're supposed to master that energetic pattern and then transcend that, master the next one, and then transcend that. Every one of these zodiac signs are responsible for an energetic pattern or a house. Okay, a house that contains energy that helps you, the human being or the light, the energetic being, to grow and expand and gain knowledge, wisdom, and insight and experiences. Okay, so be mindful of that. Now, I got an email from somebody yesterday, and they were talking about feeling like someone is doing something along the lines of black magic. Okay. And I think that kind of came out in the Sagittarius reading that I was doing live yesterday also. So I wanted to touch a little bit on, we're just going to go from the aspect of what I've been dealing with my clients behind the scenes and some of the emails that I've been getting. I feel like there's a heavy aspect of mental black magic going on. And let me explain what I mean by that, okay? And this is why it's important for you to understand who you are as a spiritual being, and understand your spiritual sovereignty, and understand that ain't not a person, an entity, or anything in this realm or any other realm, once you know who you are, have the power to do anything to you or harm you unless you co-sign, unless you give approval to, okay? If you are going from the text of everything in this universe just is, right? And there's always a polarity, right? So there has to be good and evil because they're polarities, negative, positive, up, down, in, out, right? Once you understand the universe from that aspect, that the universe does not take sides, okay? The universe is going to deliver to you whatever frequency you are tuned in at. So if you're giving someone the power, right, to hurt you, okay, please know that is going to seep through into your experiences. Let me give you an example, okay, without really going into detail. And I'm not saying this stuff don't exist. I have had entities that came after me. And I am telling you, and you can, speak to Danielle. We've been friends for 20 years. You can even speak to Kelly Kellis, because they had the blow by blow map out, or the blow by blow experience in real time. So I had an experience where somebody was coming after me like that, and they were working through this other person. This entity was working through this other person. And let's just say that I'm so grateful that I know who I am and the powers that I rock with, because at the end of my praying session, this person was laid out on the floor in a cross. Okay. So you never know exactly what power you have until you start trusting yourself and you start looking within yourself. When it comes to mental black magic, which if any of you are readers, that to me is represented by the Nine of Swords card. There's a lot of mental black magic going on now where people are pulling on you mentally. People are pulling on you spiritually, and people are pulling on you emotionally. Okay. And some of you are even in the situations where you're also getting it physically from the same person. Okay. So then not only are they draining you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, but you feel depleted. Okay. Now, let's just go over some things where we can get into this, right? I love to practice that I am all and all is one, and you know, and all there is mental, right? And if you operate from a place of all there is mental, right? Consciousness is something that's mental. Consciousness is something that just is, right? Uh, and as human beings, we can't even begin to understand consciousness at a deeper level, because we only really use less than 10% of our brain, right? um, so within mental black magic, you need to understand that we talked about this energy, and I may not have mapped it out like this. I may have talked about you can feel people pulling on you, but it's happening a lot. We talked about this energy when Saturn went direct last year, and when all of those major planets were going to go back direct. We talked about the slow boil that would be happening. We talked about things that would be unfolding, where people would be, where the drug epidemic was going to get worse, where there was going to be a more fearful epidemic, just a just a outrush of pouring out of fear. We talked about this. We talked about there was going to be heavy anxiety and heavy depression. Okay. We talked about the hazers and the gargamels, and the narcissists and the energy vampires being out rampant. Okay. So I want you guys to understand you're going to have to fortify yourself mentally. And some of you will literally have to start doing, cutting the cords. You would have to literally cut the cords. And that's symbolic and energetically. You can cut cords energetically. Some of you will have to do your spiritual bath. Some of you may have to tap into yourself and do a spiritual bath for a consecutive um, over a consecutive period of time, right? Some of you will have to detox and maybe even get rid of all of this person's things. If you have any leftover things in your house that links to this person, you may have to get rid of the things if you're not with them anymore, but you can feel them. Okay. Some of these people are even coming in your sleep. Okay, like pulling on you in your dreams. All right. So we're going to talk about a couple of things, then we're going to jump into the wisdom as to how you can work through that. First, you definitely want to implement spiritual bath if you feel like you are just the energy is heavy. Okay. You can also do cord cutting. For some of you, you can definitely you want to sage your room, or maybe even get some frankincense and myrrh. I don't have my incense book in front of me, but I promise you guys, if you are interested in what type of incense is good for removing negative and dense, negative, quote unquote evil energy, just email me and I will definitely look that up in my incense book. And let me just give you another tip, right? You also have the power to charge your own incense. Okay, you have the power to charge your own incense, so you can definitely clear your room. All right, so you can buy a regular pack of incense that you like, now preferably if you go like I know frankincense and myrrh is really good for releasing negative energy. However, if you don't have frankincense and myrrh, and you just have like a super hit, I love super hit incense. You can definitely program and charge your incense before you light it to send out the energy that you need it to. And you can sage your room that way. You can buy sage incense and sage your room if you don't have a sage stick. Okay. I fortify my room with many different things. Okay. I charge my room. Anytime I feel like my room or the space that I'm in is heavy, and I feel like the energy in there is unwarranted, I ask that energy to leave, because you have no business being around me if you're not here to protect me, to grow, to encourage, to motivate. If you're not here for my highest grade of good, you have no reason being in my vicinity. You just don't. Okay. So I have fortification before you come into the room, and I do have fortification when you walk into my room. And I just also like to say, for those of you, you can literally charge up your own energetic body, where you are just walking a walking ray of golden protection around you. Okay, and that's something that you can do in meditation. Is put up a golden ray of protection. Okay, so you can, like I said, bats, saging. For some of you, definitely. For some of you, you may want to go see somebody that knows what they're doing. You know, you may want to seek out maybe a botanica and go to a botanica and definitely ask for what candles and what oils based on your own individual circumstances. Now, I spent 20 minutes on this, so I am going to make sure that I respond to the person via email that emailed me about this yesterday, so you can have this information. Okay, my throat is a little sore. Now, if you have questions about that information, you can definitely schedule an appointment and we can walk through each one of those things that I talked about that may be best for you. Okay, I'm just going to call you initials HA. Okay, so HA, there's a list of things that you can do, and if you need to get into details of how those works personally for you, we can set up an appointment for you. Okay, all right, so let's talk about your wisdoms for today. So today we're vibrating on the number 1. So I kind of feel like we have creative energy in the atmosphere. So with creative energy in the atmosphere, what cards are we going to do today? I think that maybe we should do some, I don't know, Valentine's Day is around the corner. I don't know, Valentine's Day is around the corner. So I think what we'll do for the 14th is we'll do Valentine's Day cards on the 14th. We'll do romance cards on the 14th. Today, we're just going to do my angel deck. Okay. Vidal, I believe. Valentine is the creator's name. And we're going to start off with Aquarius because, you know, it is Aquarius season, right, my love? So, Aquarius, today we're using an angel deck. And this is the angel deck based off of the original Rider-Waite deck. And I actually love these cards. And if you're a beginner reader, I think these cards are really good to connect with the original Rider-Waite. Some of the wording is a little different, but it's really good because it helps you to connect with the original Rider-Waite deck, as well as it has some definitions in the bottom to help you to kind of, if you're a beginner or you just want to give your own self personal readings. Okay. Okay, so my wonderful, wonderful Aquarius. So today, your wisdom, you do have the Hermit card popping up, all right? And the Hermit card is just asking you to spend a little bit more time in meditation today. And I want to say, like your own self-discovery, not what others have done to you and not what others have promised you, but your own unfolding, your own self-discovery today. Okay, spend time in meditation. All right, that's going to be key today. And just so you know, the Hermit mode is all about soul searching, my wonderful Aquarius. Okay, soul searching, honey. All right, so now let's do Gemini. What is the wisdom for Gemini today? Gemini, you are popping up with the 8 of Earth today, okay? And the 8th of Earth energy, first of all, is like the 8 of Pentacles. You know, the number 8 talks about beginnings, right? The number 8 talks about beginnings. Number 8, I like to say, has like the infinity code, you know? So there's always like if you are paying attention, you can really never get stuck because you're always in a cycle where you can begin. If you are open to the opportunities based in your intuition that I talked about in the beginning of a video, if you're open to your intuition, opportunities are always available to you. So my wonderful Geminis, today you have the 8 of Earth, aka the 8 of Pentacles popping up. And this is saying when you put in the work, you will be rewarded for what you put in, okay? This is about you getting to know everything that you need to know. Some of you may feel the need to go back to doing some research today, or maybe even looking into school today, right? Now, I also want to say with this 8 of Earth energy, Geminis, pay attention to, you know how we talked about earlier that Some people may have a problem with authority figures today, so you may just want to be mindful of that energy as you're interacting with people today, because we're still approaching retrograde energy. Okay, so just be mindful of that. All right, Libras. Today, your card is the Nine of Earth, okay? But the Nine of Earth was trying to pop out in reverse, right? Now, the Nine of Earth, aka the Nine of Pentacles, when it's in reverse, my wonderful Libras, is asking you, right, to really, I want to say, enjoy life and live from a place of gratitude, because some of you may be walking around today feeling like you've overworked or you put in too much investment in something and you have not seen your opportunity. You have not seen your investment. And this could be financial investment. Some of you, this could be, you started a business, and it may not be moving as quickly as you thought it should, right? For some of you, this is also about you getting into your quiet space and really getting into a place of gratitude, okay? So whatever you're grateful for is what's going to be given to you. So if you're grateful for all of the painful stuff, now when I say grateful for the painful stuff, I don't mean that you're happy for painful stuff. I just mean, like, if you're replaying all of that on your mind, the universe is going to take that as that's what you want more of, right? So you have to change what you focus on so the universe can bring you more of that, okay? So don't focus on the lack. Don't focus on the hurt, right? Focus on your healing. Focus on releasing, right? Yeah. So gratitude is going to be your key today, my wonderful Libras, okay? Now we're going to go into my wonderful fire signs. We're going to start out with Sagittarius today. Sagittarius, you have the Dreamer card popping up, which is the Fool card. And I also like to call this the Reset card. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. And this deck is called the Dreamer. And this is just asking you to have a leap of faith today, okay? Follow your dreams. And remember, unexpected opportunities is linked to your intuition. So follow your intuition today so it can lead you to those unexpected opportunities, okay? Remember, all right, intuition is going to be key today, all right? Utilize the strength that you have from within, my wonderful Sagittarius. Aries. Today you have the Awakening card on the deck. And when you see this card on the deck, my loves, this card is like the Hangman card. And this is all about you being able to make a decision and look at things from a different perspective, okay? This is all about looking at things from a different perspective. This is all about you standing still if you need to, right? But it's also about being honest with yourself, okay? It's also about you being able to be yourself, all right? That's going to be key too, Aries. Now, the one thing I can say about Aries is Aries stands in that their energetic pattern is I am, right? So as you are moving through, not just today, but really this year, you're going to have to stand in your I am truth. So if that's a little shaky and a little wonky and you don't know who you are, Aries, you need to get up on, find out and figure out who you are, okay? Because it's going to be important for you to really stand on that this year. Not just today, but this year, okay? All right, 10 of Earth, aka 10 of Pentacles popping up for my wonderful Leos today. Happy wife, happy life is what I'm hearing for you, okay? This 10 of Earth is all about wealth, abundance, inheritance. For some of you, you could be setting up, getting ready for retirement. For some of you, this is all about financial security. This is you being able to find the magic in things, even though things may not look the way you want them to right now. Because if you can find the magic in things, my wonderful Leos, you can attract more of those wonderful, magical things to you, okay? All right, so water signs, we're going to start out with my wonderful Cancers and see what a message is for Cancers today. You got the 7 of Fire, Cancers. Fire energy is very intuitive energy. It's passionate energy. It's also intense energy. It can be very energy that needs movement and like you have to take action with this energy. And with the 7 of Fire energy, this is all about you standing firm. This is all about you persevering and pressing through some things. This is all about you standing firm in your belief system and making decisions, not based on being too overly emotional or too logical, but really standing firm in who you are because you know who you are. And pick and choose your battle wisely. You don't have to argue with everybody. That's just not even necessary, my wonderful Cancers. And you don't have to take everything personal. I'm just telling you right now, you don't, okay? Pisces, your message today is the Nine of Fire, right? Nine of Fire, but the Nine of Fire is showing up in reverse. With the Nine of Fire showing up in reverse, this lets to me that some of you may be feeling a little bit hesitant today, a little bit defensive. Some of you may even feel a little bit on edge today, okay? So remember, you do have intuitive energy in the atmosphere today with this, to support this Nine of Fire energy if you feel a little anxious, right? It's going to be important for you today not to give up. It's also going to be important for you to protect your own belief system, protect what you created, okay? Have the courage to believe in yourself even if no one else does today. That's going to be important, okay? My wonderful wonderful Pisces. All right, Scorpios. Today you actually have the Sun card, but the Sun card is showing up in reverse, Scorpio. So some of you could be feeling a little temporary depression today. I know it's been, raining here in Georgia for a few days, and when it's after 2 days of rain, I'm ready for some sunlight. We had like a little rain earlier today, and then the sun came out, so I did feel like a little, oh yeah, sun. However, right. If you feel a little depressed today, you definitely want to tap into that love energy, that, creative love energy that's in the atmosphere today. You also want to tap into your inner strength, okay? Understand that with the Sun card being in reverse, some of you may just need to tap into that inner confidence that you have, my wonderful Scorpio, okay? People are always going to tell you what they think you can do, what you can't do, how well you can do it, how well you can't do it. People are always going to have an opinion, okay, Scorpios? The problem is when other people's opinions of you becomes more important than your opinion of yourself, okay? Now, we're going to jump into the earth signs. Let's tackle the earth signs. Alrighty, we have my wonderful Capricorns today, and your message is the Six of Earth. Oh, I love this card. So the Six of Earth is aka the Six of Pentacles, and this is just saying like what I'm hearing that song, "Make It Rain." Is there a song like "Make It Rain, Make It Rain, Make It Rain"? I don't know. That's what's in my head. Make it rain. All right, my wonderful Capricorn. So today I kind of feel like somebody's going to make it rain. Be open for gifts. Be open for things to come to you just effortlessly today, okay? Some of you will see new career opportunities popping off today. Some of you can see unexpected money even coming in today. So be open for that. I kind of feel like today, Capricorns, be open just for good shit to happen to you. How about that? Be open just for good shit to pop off today. That's your wisdom, okay? All right, Virgos, your message today, my wonderful Virgos, is the Seven of Ear in reverse, okay? AKA the Seven of Swords in reverse, all right? This is all about your thinking, your mental and your spiritual thinking, my wonderful Virgos. And with the Seven of Ear in reverse, this is all about you wanting to break free. Some of you either at the point where you're just tired of replaying old shit in your head. You just want to break free. For some of you, this is definitely a mental challenge for you. And if whatever's on your mind is mentally challenging for you today, my wonderful Virgos, you need to revise that plan. Something may need to be changed. Something may need to be revised because there could be more going on that meets the eye. And for some of you, you could just be forcing things or trying to force things when it's just not the proper time. Okay? So just be mindful of that. All right, my wonderful Taurus, last but not least, let's see what your message is for today. Oh, wow. You have the Magician card popping up today, my wonderful Taurus. And your message is simple, okay? It's saying you're ready, okay? You have all of the resources and the ability to accomplish whatever it is that you need to do, okay? And you have the ability to manifest them, okay? Your life is definitely one big magical expansion of anything that you can dream, imagine, hope for, right? But you got to believe that that's yours to have, Taurus, okay? You can't change others. You can't make others do what you want them to. I wish we could, but you can't. And then, would that be fun? Do you really want a puppet? I don't want a puppet. I want somebody that has their own opinions, their own thought, their own feelings, right? So just be mindful. Life is magical if you allow yourself to sit back and see the magic in things, right? Magic is like every day. Magic was once how you press the start button in the microwave. I don't know, you know what I was thinking about the other day, guys? How far we've come as far as technology. I remember growing up, we didn't have cell phone. My youngest is 12 and he has a cell phone. Okay. We didn't have cell phones when I was 12. Shit, at 12, I don't even think I had a computer. I still even remember at my son's age, yeah, high school, the old printers with the holes, and it used to be so loud. And you were cool. You were the cool shit when you had a colored beeper, like we had beepers. I remember the Usher video when they first showed you like being able to video chat. Y'all remember that Usher video? I don't remember what video was that. It was an Usher video where they showed you him video chatting and talking to somebody. Okay. I think it was like, it's okay, girl. I'ma be I don't remember. But there was a video when that, before we had quote unquote FaceTime. So, all right, my lovelies. I hope your wisdoms were helpful. Just pay attention. Today, like I said, it's going to be important for you to use your intuition. Your intuition is going to link you to your opportunities today, okay? Creation is in the atmosphere. Some of you will have to pay attention to authority, or some of you may have to take authority today. Love is in the air. Strength is in the air. Fame is in the air for some of you. Some of you could find, you've been working on a project and you're going to blow up for the project. You can also see a lot of things unfolding in the media around famous people today. Organization is going to be key today for some of you. Lower vibrational end of the number 1 today is people are going to be lacking in emotions, aggressive energy, passive aggressive energy also is in the atmosphere. Domineering energy, narrow-mindedness is also in the atmosphere. And if you have love, you're going to have some people that's not rocking with love today. So just be mindful. If you have to operate and deal with any customer service people today, my love, just be, if you get somebody that's nasty, it's okay to hang up and dial back in and just, get somebody else. You don't have to, give them all too much energy to fuck your day up. Like, that's not how you have to rock, okay? All right. If you're tuning in via YouTube, make sure you check out the description box below for the monthly specials, okay? If you're tuning in via my podcast, you guys can email me. If you're interested in the monthly specials, my email address is the number 4, yourinnervoice@gmail.com. Once again, the number 4, yourinnervoice@gmail.com. That is also my PayPal, guys. And the reason why I'm telling you that, because we have the new moon meditation coming up on the 23rd. That is going to be for a donation of $20. So you guys can submit your donation via PayPal. Once again, that's the number 4, yourinnervoice@gmail.com is my email address, as well as my PayPal, where you can submit your donation, or you can submit your $20 donation for the new moon meditation at Cash App, which is $KIMOY106. Once again, $KIMOY106. The new moon meditation will be on the 23rd around 5 p.m. Okay. I think you guys should join us. It's a really good way for you to help shed anxiety, for you to help heal. I am a certified Reiki energy healer, so I do release healing energy in these sessions. And I go through and I ask questions, all right? So come join us, all right? Make a donation. Make sure you submit your email address if you're making your donation via Cash App. So I am able to send you the private link for the meditation, okay? All right, my lovelies. So we're one day away from Valentine's Day. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, and I will see you guys and speak to you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so I think we're going to post some romance cards, even if you're single. So we're going to have fun with this. We're going to do singles and non-singles. So we'll pull 2 cards tomorrow. We'll do couples and singles for the romance card for each sign tomorrow. I think that would be fun, right? All right, my loves. Have a beautiful day. Once again, be kind to yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, and I will see you guys in the next vibration tomorrow. Bye, my loves.